25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work first. Man, did we have a classic last year between the Bears and the Horned Frogs. You know, games that end on last-second field goals always etched into the memory banks, and I'm betting that there was a party in Waco, might have even included some dancing until the wee hours on Sunday.
Yeah, and Bryson Washington was dancing with them the whole time because that dude danced up and down the field. He had almost 200 yards rushing a year ago. The physicality of Baylor won that football game. TCU's been challenged. They've been thinking about this one, Palmer.
Yeah, it was so much fun, too. So many dramatics. With 16 seconds left, Baylor converts a 4th and 9. And then Isaiah Hankins kicks a 33-yard game-winning field goal on the final play. What sort of fun are we getting?
And he's still running after the move. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball
off. Play action. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Wilson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region. So a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games. And with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too. And I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Prentice. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bears come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He's going to run it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football in a big...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Caught. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold defense.
Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air, it's Robertson. Quickly complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB.
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
To the air, it's Robertson. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
on second down. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The RPO, it's complete. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 12 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Running through contact. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Good timing on the quick out. And that one did not work.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. That's a fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air, it's Robertson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
And on those screen passes, I want want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 8th play of the drive, and they have to convert 3rd and 8 to keep it going. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. move. It's Barnes. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires deep for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 18 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Brown. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Coming in into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Finding an escape route. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Robertson. He'll take a deep shot here. Holds it in on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
On third down, he drops the throw. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to first and goal from the 1. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Slams ahead. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Makes the grab on the left. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They won it all, and that is exactly
This kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of calm on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it Seals. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The short hands, it's Wilson. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Finds his man. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 17 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to pass. the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cameron. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Bears will snap it on first and 10. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate taking down TCU. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.